किसी और दिन ले लूँगा
Yeah. I thought she said to come that way. विशाल की फ्रेंड You want to go sit with them?
इनकी मम्मी है अच्छा हाँ वो इनकी मम्मी है नीतू की मैं तो अभी आई हूँ 1 वीक पहले हाँ और ये तो अभी अप्रैल हाँ मेरी मम्मी है नीतू की विशाल कम में मुझे विशाल बड़े कॉमन आंटी की विशाल तो फिर कब चले गए कहते हैं
Hello, welcome everyone. Please settle down. We are going to be starting momentarily.
मेरा फोन मम्मी के पास है।
अच्छा ठीक है।
मेरा फोन नहीं मुझे चाहिए ना।
अच्छा है, पूरा पिछले 2 साल का कोटा पूरा हो गया, अभी का भी कोटा हो गया, अभी भी हो ही रहा है हम लोग हमारे करते ही आते हैं वापस 5 मिनट वापस आ जाते हैं You have to say पीछे बैठे हैं पहले आना तो ये मुश्किल है हमारे पास हम जो जल्दी
This is my kid here. My son, Gary, he's 8, and then Laura, and then Jocelyn. So my wife is Jackie. That's Gary, my son. He's almost 9. And this is from his wife over there. I was in their wedding when I was your age. What's going on? You travel the world, I heard. From where do you go? Are you? Yeah. Consulting? Yeah. Vacation is it? That's I would never do that. It's very
आप हैप्पी न्यू ईयर बोलिंग
हमें पूनम चलेगा ठीक है जैसे सब लोग खाओगे हाँ हाँ
Java United Health. Yeah, no, my family's not going to go to Minnesota.
Because I'm on the board of a company there, so I think they're full time.
I was just saying
January is
Yeah, and it's a small summer. It starts getting very cold in November. And then May, it starts getting a little cooler. So it's a very hostile. No, they can't really drink. Well, my wife said if you're the only reason you go there is for otherwise nothing's going there. So they all complain about the weather.
the joke is that there's two seasons. Road,
Yeah, exactly.
so how
I'll take a shortcut from that side.
नमस्ते। ठाकुर जी की कृपा से और दीदी माँ जी के आशीर्वाद से इतने दिनों की ऋषिका की मेहनत के लिए हम उसकी खुशी को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए यहाँ सब इकट्ठा हुए हैं। हमारे साथ हमारी इस खुशी में सम्मिलित हुए सब जनों का मैं दिल से आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ।
नमस्ते एवरीवन। मैं जो भी बोलना है रूपाली बोल दीजिए। Thanks everyone. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Today is a very special day, joyful occasion for us. It's a privilege and honor to invite you for our beloved daughter Rishika's Arangetram. And she did hard work for last 10 plus years to get to this point, Arangetram, the Bharatanatyam graduation. We are very proud to have our Rishika. And it's your blessings, guidance, support, your friendship, love. It's over the years, we all your support and love, blessings. And also going forward needed for her life forward. And we thank our teacher, Selviji. She's one of the leading Gurujis for Bharatanatyam in all our support, help for this Arangetram program. Thank you for everyone coming. Enjoy the program and thanks for your blessings. And we invite our MC Geeta for the take to the program. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Shivaji. Thank you so much, Rupali ji. Namaskar, Vanakkam, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, hello, and a very, very good evening, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you, very special guests, friends and family. आप सबका आज बहुत हार्दिक स्वागत है, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन है. And we are all here today to celebrate a very special, a wonderful, a beautiful occasion, the Arangetram of a young and budding dance star, Rishika Patnam. My name is Geeta Ranganathan. It's my honor, it's my privilege to MC this evening's program today. Most of my explanation is going to be in English, but थोड़ा बहुत मैं हिंदी में भी explain करने की कोशिश करूँगी। तो मेरी यही आपसे दरख्वास्त है कि अगर मुझसे कोई भूल चूक हो जाए, कोई गलती हो जाए, तो प्लीज़ बड़ा दिल करके मुझे माफ़ कर दीजिएगा। I know that you're all a very cultured audience, very knowledgeable, but I'd still like to tell you a little bit about Bharatanatyam itself, what you're going to witness today, Rishika, the dance form that Rishika will be performing, as well as the special significance that today's event holds, which is the Arangetram. तो भरतनाट्यम जो है वो दक्षिण भारत का एक शास्त्रीय नृत्य है, इस दुनिया का सबसे प्राचीन नृत्य माना जाता है और इसे तमिलनाडु के मंदिरों में देखने को मिलता था. So as you know, ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to see today is Bharatanatyam, a classical dance form. It's more than 2,000 years old. It is regarded as the oldest dance form in the world, and it was really initiated in the temples of southern India. तो अगर इस शब्द को देखा जाए, Bharatanatyam, it's a derivation of the four most important elements of dance. तो भा से होता है भावा या भावनाएं, emotion. रा से होता है राग, मतलब melody, music. ता से ताल, लय, rhythm. और नाट्यम जो है वो एक combination है इन सब का, डांस है जो इन सब कलाओं की combination होती है. So Bharatanatyam becomes now this very beautiful amalgamation of music, of rhythm, of expression, which almost elevates it to the status of yoga, because it integrates mind, body and spirit. और जब हम इसे एक प्रकार का योग मानते हैं, तो मैं ये भी बताना चाहूँगी कि भरतनाट्यम में भारतीय जो है धार्मिक विषय और आध्यात्मिक विचारों को विशेष रूप से भी व्यक्त किया जाता है. So apart from Bharatanatyam just being an artistic form of expression, it has a lot of religious, a lot of spiritual significance. And you're going to see that in so many of the items that Rishika is going to perform for us tonight. Now coming to today's event and why it is so special for Rishika and her family and for all of us really. So coming to this Arangetram, this is a Tamil word. Aranga means the stage, Rang Manch. And Yetram, again, is the ascending of the Aranga by the dancer on the completion of her training. So it's really something like a graduation ceremony. Traditionally, the Arangetram is the first time that a dancer formally takes the stage as a solo performer for a full-length performance. In Bharatanatyam, we refer to this as a margam. Okay, so this is really a collection of dances, a repertoire of dances. It kind of marks almost a rite of passage for all classical dancers at the end of their training. So, ये जो शब्द होता है margam, marg, it's a path, it's एक रास्ता, a journey. And so in many ways, it's a physical journey, obviously, because there's so much of practice involved. It's an artistic journey. But I would also say it's somewhat of a spiritual journey because there's almost this self-realization that happens for the dancer. And so the Arangetram in so many ways is the ultimate dream of any aspiring dancer. It is an exceptional performance. I would say it's the most important performance in a dancer's life. It's a very unique and special day for the dancer, for Rishika today, because it requires a lot of work, a lot of effort, years and years of training. And I think what makes it even more wonderful and even so much more special for Rishika and her family is that all of you here are here today to celebrate this day with her. Because this is undoubtedly going to be the most important day for Rishika in her life as a dancer. Before we start the program today, I would just like to go over a few house rules. So as you all know, there's no food and drink allowed in the auditorium. And at this moment, please take a second and try and silence your cell phones. Please keep young children with you at all times, otherwise it will be a distraction to the performers. And also there's a request from the temple authorities to not exit the door on that side, which is door number 18, to just please use this main door to exit the auditorium. So our orchestra is going to kick off this beautiful evening with a prayer to Lord Ganesha, Mahaganapatim, to shower his blessings on all of us and Rishika. Ladies and gentlemen, Mahaganapatim.
महागणपतिं मनसा श्री महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि
Ladies and gentlemen, Rishika will commence this evening's recital with a Pushpanjali. A Pushpanjali is an invocatory piece to Lord Ganesha. So the word Pushpanjali literally means an offering, an anjali of flowers or pushpa to God Almighty, to the Guru or the teacher, and to all of you, the audience. So जैसे कि हमारी परंपरा है, कोई भी शुभ कार्य से पहले हमेशा हम ईश्वर का नाम लेते हैं, ये ज़रूरी होता है। तो उसी बहुत ही खूबसूरत परंपरा के साथ सबसे पहले हम करेंगे वंदना भगवान श्री गणेश की, क्योंकि उन्हीं की वजह से है कृपा बरसती ब्रह्मा, विष्णु और महेश की। So as is our tradition, friends, in this Pushpanjali, Rishika will seek the blessings of Lord Ganesha, who is also known as Vigneshwara, the remover of all obstacles, as an auspicious beginning to tonight's performance. Pushpanjali is in Rag Navarasa Kannada, followed by Ganesh Vandana, Gananayakaya. This is a very famous Ganesh Vandana popularized by Shankar Mahadevanji. So ladies and gentlemen, the Pushpanjali. I would also request all of you to please remain seated throughout the performance. So if you have to leave the auditorium, please wait for the item to finish before you leave the auditorium. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick it off with the Pushpanjali.
Tajam, 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 takajam, tajam, 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 takajam, tajam, 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 takajam, tajam, 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 takajam. गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलाक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदारज्ञाय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डकण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि बुद्धगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि सजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि ग्रन्थगीताय ग्रन्थगेयाय ग्रन्थान्तरात्मने गीतलीनाय गीतछायाय गीतवाद्यपटवे गेयचरिताय गायगवराय गन्धर्वप्रीकृपे कायकादीनदिग्रहाय गङ्गाजलप्रणयवते गौरीस्तनन्दनाय गौरीहृदयनन्दनाय गौरीभानुसुताय गौरीगणेश्वराय गौरीप्राणाय गौरीप्रवणाय गौरीभावाय धीमहि गोसहस्राय गोवर्धनाय गोपगोपाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
Wasn't that a fantastic opening? So, yes, it was. So after that really beautiful and soulful Ganesh Vandana, the next piece in a Bharatnatyam Margam that Rishika will be performing for us is the Jatiswaram. A Jatiswaram is really the beginning of the Nritta pieces. So in Bharatnatyam, there's really two major components. There's Nritta or pure dance and there's Abhinaya. तो इस प्रस्तुति में जो है कोई अभिनय नहीं होगा. It's mainly pure dance. So you're going to see a lot of footwork, a lot of body movements. That's where the major emphasis is. तो स्वर मालिका के साथ जो है राग रूप का प्रदर्शन होता है. And again, there's a lot of intricate patterns of jatis, which are combinations of small dance steps. And these have been set to very rhythmic patterns, rhythmic syllables. So really the beauty of this Jatiswaram is it's not only a great warm-up for the dancer, but it also has this immense beauty in terms of its footwork and hand movements. The Jatiswaram that Rishika will be performing for us today is in Raga Malika, set to Mishra Chhaputalam, which is a 7-beat cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jatiswaram.
sa ni sa ri sa ni da pa da ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni sa ni sa ri sa ni da pa da ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni sa ni sa ri sa ni da pa da ni
After the Jatiswaram, it now gives me great pleasure to call to the stage a very close friend of Rishika, her dance friend, Sumati, to please come and say a few words. Sumati, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Sumati and I'm Rishika's friend from dance. I've known Rishika for 5 years now and I'm so lucky that I've been able to go on this dance journey with her. For the last 10 months, we've been training together for our Arangetrams, and watching her today has shown me how her hard work and dedication has truly succeeded. I've seen many faces of Rishika, trust me, but I have one that is particularly my favorite. Rishika, back in the 4th and 5th grade, had a choker face. Now that I think about it, younger Justice choker-wearing Rishika is standing before us performing her Arangetram. I'm just so happy to be here. Okay, so these last 10 months, me and Rishika have been having our dance classes together on Monday evenings. Mondays after school have particularly been so spectacular because they've been spent with Rishika. Selvi Auntie can literally tell you guys that there would be classes sometimes that we'd spend 30 minutes just non-stop laughing. Rishika and I have also made many dance TikToks together. I watch them now and I think that we had like 5,000 drafts before we picked that particular 15-second video. We'd end up so tired after just that. It would be so funny. One time, after class, we'd go out in the foyer area and we'd practice some of our dances. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'm still going to. We'd do our dances, like 2 or 3 of them, run through them a couple times, but then after that, we just fool around. This one time, I was trying that invisible box challenge, where you trace the box and try to step over it. I literally could not get it, but Rishika got it on her first try. I think back to that day and my cheeks still hurt because we laughed so much. I love you so much, Rishika, and I'm so happy that we got to train for our Arangetrams together, and these past 5 years have been so memorable with you. I wish you all the best, and P.S., thank you for introducing me to Pliables. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sumati, and telling us all those little anecdotes and your little secrets with Rishika. That was a lot of fun. तो अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूँगी मोहन जी और अबीना दीदी को, who Shiva and Rupali ji regard as family. So Mohan ji, Veena didi, please come up.
जय माता दी। आप सबका ऋषिका के आरंगेत्रम में आने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Isn't she graceful and beautiful? ऋषिका के लिए जो पहले शब्द दिमाग में आते हैं वो है वाव, और उसकी धीमी धीमी infectious smile, and her defeating me in Uno game every single time. One time we played 14 times non-stop, and I have to say it, she still won every single game. But what can I say? When you have such a smart granddaughter. We are so proud to see Rishika's dedication not for just dance, but everything she does. She has grown into beautiful, confident, caring, and very loving young lady. Bhagwan ji ka आशीर्वाद Rishika par hamesha bana rahe. We love you and are proud to be your Bhua Nani and Fufanana. That means we are grandmother and grandfather right here.
Rishika Beda, what a wonderful performance today. And, I've known you from the time you were so little, and now you've grown into this wonderful teenager, and I'm so proud of you. And today, your performance was totally amazing. This is my first, really, Arangetram. I didn't realize how beautiful it is, and the team there have done an outstanding job. So, really, great job. And I hope you continue to enjoy life like this and do all the best. Thank you.
And I guess I got dropped from the family, but I'm her uncle, Amit. But Rishika, wherever you are, I don't see you, but it's been also an honor watching you grow up over the years. You're as smart and hardworking as your mom and dad, which is really, really impressive. And I hope you never forget and stop putting in the effort that I've seen you put in so far for tonight. And I also hope, piggybacking off of what Mom said, you never forget that I'm better than you at Uno. And if you didn't hear that, Juju, please remind her after this. Thank you. And best wishes to you moving forward from both me and Penguin.
Thank you so much, Mohanji, Veenaji. I would now like to call Kavya, Swati, and Vishal, who are again like family to Rupaliji and Shiva. So please come up. Thank you.
Namaste, I am Kavya, and I am so honored to be here talking about dear Rishika. Our families have been friends for more than 5 years now. It feels like we've known each other for decades. Whenever I think of Rishika, I think of dedication, passion, perseverance, and lastly, dedication. I've seen Rishika chase her dreams, pursue them, and never give up when doing so. Even when it may get tough, she never gives up. Even if they moved from Edison to Princeton, Rishika still continued her dance lessons, even if it means every week going to Edison, which is hours away. This is truly an embodiment of her passion towards dance and her determination. I learned from Rishika to always chase your dreams, even when it may get tough. Thank you for listening. Now I will let my dad say a few words.
Isn't she amazing? And thank you for letting me speak few words. So, wow, this is the nirvana. This is truly nirvana. जैसा कि गीता जी ने शुरू में कहा था, Bharatnatyam, it's a mix of emotions. It's a mix of playing with the eyes, the movements, and Rishika has totally justifies that on the stage. Wow, amazing. कुछ पंक्तियां जो हिंदी में मैंने लिखी हैं और लिखने की कोशिश करी है, वो मैं कहना चाहता हूं। जो तेरे अंदर के साहस को पहचान लेता है, जो तेरे अंदर के साहस को पहचान लेता है, जो तेरे हौसले को उड़ान देता है, सिर्फ वही बदल सकता है सपनों को हकीकत में। सिर्फ वही बदल सकता है सपनों को हकीकत में, जो जिंदा दिल
रहकर अपनी जान देता है। कहने को तो इंसान है सिर्फ मिट्टी का पुतला, कहने को तो इंसान है सिर्फ मिट्टी का पुतला, हीरा है जो तराशने वाले को शान देता है। यूं तो कितने इंसान हैं एक ही नाम के, यूं तो कितने इंसान हैं एक ही नाम के, अमर है जो मेहनत से नाम को पहचान देता है। So, just for the folks and the kids who do not understand, just a little translation to English, just like Rishika, people who are hardworking, people who can dream and dream big, who not only live up their dreams, but also enjoy living up to their dreams, are the ones shines like a diamond, are the ones who makes everyone proud. And truly, Rishika had today make us all proud, very proud. And in the last, I would just say thank you for keeping up and keep up this good work, great work. Keep dreaming. We wish her nothing but all the very best and many, many success in her life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful, Kavya. That was fantastic. Vishal ji, बहुत बहुत खूब थी आपकी शायरी. It's really, really nice. I'm going to see if Shivika is here, Rishika's sister. All right, Shivika. Let's hear it from you. Ladies and gentlemen, Shivika Patnam.
Hi everyone, I'm Rishika's proud younger sister. I am so happy for my sister for finally being here. She has worked so hard for today and now it's finally here. She has been doing Bharatanatyam since she was 4.5 years old and now she's 15 years old. She started before I was even born. She has been doing this type of dance for over 10 years now. She has put in so many sleepless nights to make today happen. I am so happy for you, Didi. Good job. Thank you for attending, whether you are here in person or on Zoom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shivika. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the central piece of this evening's performance, the most enthralling but the most equally challenging piece of the concert of today's Margam, which is the Varnam. The Varnam is the longest, the most elaborate piece in the traditional Bharatanatyam recital. It usually lasts about 20 to 25 minutes. It really brings out the best in both Nritta, which is pure dance, as well as Abhinaya, which are facial expressions. The word itself, Varna, it means color, and it can have so many layers, so many emotions, so many flavors, shades, that all come together to create this beautiful mosaic of wonderful and colorful patterns. तो जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि वर्ण का जो मतलब होता है वो कलर है, रंग है, तो इसमें जो है नृत्य के विभिन्न वर्णों को प्रदर्शित किया जाता है। नृत्य है जो प्योर डांस होता है, और फिर आपको ढेर सारा जो है अभिनय भी देखने को मिलेगा। तो ये जो आइटम है एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा चुनौतीपूर्ण अंश है भरतनाट्यम शैली की। ये एक मार्गम की सबसे महत्वपूर्ण रचना माना जाता है। So as I said, it's a very, very demanding piece. It tests not just the stamina of the dancer, but also the training, the skill, the imagination to improvise and to successfully alternate between pure dance and abhinaya. And when all of this comes together, all of these different aspects come together, it just becomes this visual delight. So you're going to see a lot of footwork, a lot of jati patterns, which have been composed by Rishika's teacher, Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan, but you're also going to see a lot of bhavna, a lot of abhinaya and emotion. So the song that has been chosen for today's Varnam presentation is in Tamil. It is in Shringar Ras. It dwells upon the longing of the heroine, the Nayika, to meet the hero, the Nayak, who in this case is Bhagwan Shri Krishna. So the heroine is basically telling Bhagwan Krishna about how much she's thinking about him, about how much she's missing him. And she is saying that any time that she is lost in thought, any time that her mind starts thinking, it's only lost in his thoughts. And she's almost melting away with this thought of Lord Krishna. Nanda Gopalan yennai sondam kondalavane, yenda neramum manam ninaindu urugudadi. And so Rishika is going to emote and explain all these feelings that the heroine is undergoing. And you're going to see all of these, not only the emotions, but also all of the steps and all of the jatis that are interspersed. So this is a very, very beautiful piece that has been composed in Ragam Gauri Manohari. It is set to Adi Talam. It is composed by Madurai Muralidharan, choreographed by our own Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan. So please sit back and enjoy this beautiful Varnam. Ladies and gentlemen, Varnam Nanda Gopalan Yennai in Ragam Gauri Manohari.
எந்த
சொந்தம் கொண்டானவனை எந்த நேரம் மனம் நிறைந்து ஊறுகிறதடி விந்தை பலவும் செய்து தந்திரமாக பேசி எந்தன் மனதை கண்ணன் காவன்று மறைந்து சென்றான் விந்தை பலவும் செய்து தந்திரமாக பேசி எந்தன் மனதை கண்ணன் கவர்ந்து மறைந்து சென்றான் விந்தை பலவும்
வந்தாளும் வழி கேட்டு செந்தாமரை கண்ணன் வந்தாளும் வழி கேட்டு செந்தாமரை கண்ணன் வந்தாளும் வழி கேட்டு மாறன செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் விரைவுடன் மாறன செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் சாசனி ரவம பரமவ மகரி கவம கரி கமவ தனி ரவம பரணி மாறன செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் விரைவுடன் மாறன செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் ஆண்டினம் பணியும் தெய்வமும் அவனே இதையறியானோ உடன் வருவானோ நான்கினம் பணியும் தெய்வமும் அவனே இதையறியானோ உடன் வருவானோ நான்கினம் பணியும் தெய்வமும் அவனே இதையறியானோ உடன் வருவானோ மாறன செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் விரைவுடன் மாறன செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் நீனி கனி சனி தவ மகரி சனீனி ரிசகரி மகவ மபதனி கனி சனி தவ மகரி சனீனி ரிசகரி மகவ மபத ரிசகரி சனி 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 தவ மபதனி தவ மபதனி கனி சனி சகரி ரிசகரி சனி 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 தவ மபதனி தவ மபதனி கனி சனி சகரி Gari dani 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 da ba ma ba dani da ba ma ba dani gari dani da gari riga ma gari dani gari dani 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 da da ba sari gari ni dani da dani da ba dani 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 da ba ni da ba ma ba dani mane na sellubai maiile den mori sollubai viraivudan mane na sellubai மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் மூங்கில் குழலேந்திய இசை தரும் பாங்கில் புலம் உயிர் உடல் உருகிட மூங்கில் குழலேந்திய இசை தரும் பாங்கில் புலம் உயிர் உடல் உருகிட மரகத மணிமுடி மயிலிற கணிந்தவன் முரளிதரன் அவன் குறுநகை புரிந்தான் மரகத மணிமுடி மயிலிற கணிந்தவன் முரளிதரன் அவன் குறுநகை புரிந்தான் ஓங்கும் துயர் நீங்கும் இசை கேட்க மனமேங்கும் தினம் தனிமையில் அவனையே நினைந்து உருகி தவித்து உடல் இழைத்து இவள் மனம் குளிர மானென செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் மூங்கில் குழலேந்திய இசை தரும் பாங்கில் உடம் உயிர் உடல் உருகிட மரகத மணிமுடி மயிலிற கணிந்தவன் முரளிதரன் அவன் குறுநகை புரிந்தான் ஓங்கும் துயர் நீங்கும் இசை கேட்க மனமேங்கும் தினம் தனிமையில் அவனையே நினைந்து உருகி தவித்து உடல் இழைத்து இப்பள் மனம் குளிதமானென செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி சொல்லுவாய் விரைவுடன் மானென செல்லுவாய் மயிலே தென்மொழி
Wasn't that just spectacular? Let's give another round of applause to Rishika and to our fantastic orchestra right here. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a short break. So we will have some refreshments right now. We'll take a quick break. It's about 5:45 p.m. right now. So let's try and be back in our seats by about 6:10 or so. There's a lot more left to the second half of the program, so please try and make it back as soon as possible. All right, see you soon.
रूपाली जी उसको कुछ पानी दे, बहुत खट्टी लगेगी।
पीछे जाती जरा।
उसका क्या है?
भूल गई क्या?
मुझे लग रहा है उसके पाँव में कुछ है, उससे बात करनी
मेरे पास बाहर रख के आ गई तो उन्हें लगा कि नहीं करती। क्योंकि मुझे लगा ही था।
नमस्कार नमस्कार बहुत अच्छा सुंदर प्रोग्राम यहाँ पे अभी स्नैक्स लेता ही नहीं इसलिए मैं वहाँ पे नहीं आया क्योंकि मैं लंच ही करता हूँ एक बार रात में डिनर भी नहीं करता थोड़ा पानी में आके ले लूँगा मेरे को प्यास लगी थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग बुलाया तो आना ही था बहुत बढ़िया हम लोगों को तो डांस का होता वो है नहीं मतलब ज़्यादा टेक्निक नहीं जानते लेकिन अच्छा वो कर रहे देखने में अच्छा बहुत लग रहा है काफ़ी बचपन से सीख रही है
हाँ जी सीखो हाँ मैं आ रहा हूँ हाँ
चार साल से सीख रही वाइफ को भेज दिया चाय वाय उनकी आदत है दोपहर में चाय वाय पीने की मैं जैसा खाता नहीं 4 साल से सीख रही बहुत बढ़िया
She graduated from UP class also.
Yeah, I know that. तो वो छोटी वाली बच्ची भी इसके करेगी
और 2 साल में वो भी ग्रेजुएट हो जाएगी
वो भी डांस वगैरह सीख रही छोटी वाली बच्ची
वो बॉलीवुड में
अच्छा वो मतलब डांस करती है लेकिन
बॉलीवुड डांस करती है हाँ बॉलीवुड
उसका भी होता है क्या रंगेत्रम की खाली क्लासिकल का
वो उसका उनके
फिल्म स्टाइल से होगा
हाँ फिल्म स्टाइल भी होगा
होगा उसका भी नहीं
हाँ
उसके में भी आएंगे
और हाँ जी
आज वहाँ पे काफी लोग हैं पहचान के, सब हिंदी वैसे वाले आए हैं, महाजन भी हैं और वो भी हैं RSS वाले लोग भी हैं काफी सारे, ये दीदी माँ के ग्रुप के लोग भी हैं काफी इसमें, सब पूछ रहे हैं, हमने कहा आए तो थे लेकिन पता नहीं कहाँ चले गए, तो हम ढूंढते हुए आए आपको, काफी देर बाहर ही वेट कर रहे हैं, अभी कुछ नहीं खाना बैठे
I was searching for you like of where. Not so good. Five more songs. Same song. Yeah, let's take it. With the background, come here. Well, you can go up. No, you can't go. Why not?
Just take it. Light है अल्लाह दीपक.
Light.
No, please, I don't want to go up there. Please, it's gonna make a scene. I don't want to do that. It's fine. No, my recording I had to. I got off because he asked him to take on. He's not bad. I got him.
It was tough.
I got like 7. Don't worry.
Lot of, it was a tough. I don't know. I was not. hydrated or out of breath, you know.
Drink water. Okay, bye.
Is it some samosa? There's some samosa. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you.
You're doing so well.
Oh, thanks. You just in the audience there, or are you speaking? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because my Bible teacher was here for the last like 3 weeks. I mean, I guess in practice, but I think
I've seen that so long.
here, jackpot. Huh? Jackpot. Come in. Ready? Let's find out who's sitting. Fíjate, ¿verdad? Ahí había una mujer, había dejado las cosas de ahí con botella. Ella las sacó. Is there anyone so far? So far. I want to check this.
both of you together after a long time. Tina, did you see how Swara is?
I didn't even recognize it.
So how's college? You're done.
Graduated. Hello.
Thank you so much for the gifts. It's so nice.
Very good. Oh, you know what? I should if you made a mess, you would tell your mom you cleaned up. For perfection. So I said, so what is this? Did you leave a mess?
Can we get the bottle, please?
Oh.
Thank you.
I don't know how it works. You can run that.
You need to be up by about 2 feet. Your eyes should be about 20 inches above. Yeah. The stage is actually fine. The stage is supposed to be at 30 inches. So that first, your eyes are at 4 for 2.
Yeah.
So,
This should be the first.
and lower your seats.
Yeah, it's perfect. My mom wears super toy designer. Yeah. That. But I was like,
What's next to that? Oh, so you already set?
I don't know what
Any items?
I was like, I just wait through the photos. Yeah, there was too many like map, like upper level map.
yeah, no, I like to go out and the map page. Like,
There's a lot of different things that I can see myself in. Might take a year.
yeah, I have
Really good.
Thank you.
Huh? Vishal, he is a go person.
I kind of lose track.
Was dinner today? What left of that?
We started half an hour late. The break is 15 minutes, 20 minutes over, so dinner's going to be at 9. With all those pizzas and stuff. Yeah. Oh, the one I sent you? He came with his life.
No, it's full.
I told you before. They hired the wrong guy. And the monitor actually the sound. A lot of the time the dance doesn't get the sound. You are the secret agent for all of it. That's funny. A lot of my friends from Brooklyn too. Yeah, they went over. And they like the running. Yeah, it's like actually yeah, I know. It's empty to make around here. But I really want to. I've been when I went to Prague and Prague and I was like, yeah, I think I would see you later.
Yeah. नहीं मैं मेरा भूख नहीं कितनी लगती है आपका उसकी बात वो एक्चुअल में 2-3 आए उसमें तो मिला नहीं उसी में का है उसी में जाते हैं तो फोटोकॉपी आपको रखा हुआ क्या बड़ा इतना बड़ा सेम नाम से मिलेगा
Yes, that was wonderful. Big round of applause to our violinist and our flutist. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start off the second half of Rishika's Arangetram. So, a big welcome back to everybody. Shiva and Rupali ji just wanted me to make an announcement. If any of you have to leave before the end of the program, they would like you to please go to the welcome desk to collect your return gifts. They have prepared gifts for all of you. So please, in case you do have to leave before the end, please do go to the welcome desk and collect it. So after that very wonderful first half, we are going to resume this evening's program with a padam, a Devi Stuti. A padam is again, this is a very integral part of a Bharatanatyam margam. It's one of the most lyrical items in the Bharatanatyam repertoire, where the dancer really expresses her devotion, expresses her love. And this is a very, very special padam, a very special composition, because Rishika is going to be dancing to stanzas from the all-powerful, the all-magical Mahishasura Mardhini Stotram. As you all know, this is a very, very powerful prayer, which is said to bring a lot of peace, a lot of tranquility to the devotee. It removes all fears, all sadness. It drives away all these negative emotions, whether they be doubt or anger or ego, and kind of removes all the obstacles from the path of the believer. So this is a beautiful composition that was composed by the great sage Adi Shankaracharya, praises the very different powers, the Shaktis of Ma Devi. So as we know, Devi takes many different forms, whether it is Durga, whether it's Lakshmi, Saraswati, and she becomes the destroyer of all the evil forces, of the demons. You have the physical forms of the demons, like whether it be Mahishasura, whether it be Madhu, Kaitaba, Sumba, Nishumba, but you also have all our inner demons, right? All the things, the negativities that we're fighting inside us. And so she becomes this great force that helps us, triumph over both the physical evil as well as all that inner evil within us. So I just want to tell you a little bit of a story to give you a background of Mahishasura Mardhini and the Mahishasura Mardhini Stotram. So some of you may know that Mahishasura, he was a very, very powerful king. Mahisha means buffalo. Asura, of course, is a demon. So he was a very powerful king. He was a half buffalo, half demon. Mahishasura was a very, very staunch believer of Lord Brahma. तो उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा तपस्या की, बहुत पूजा किया, एक वरदान प्राप्त करने के लिए भगवान ब्रह्म से. So he asked, obviously the vardhan that he was going to ask for was, as you all know, immortality, right? He should not be killed by any man or any animal or any devgan also, not by any god also. So Brahma said, okay, tathastu, he granted him the wish. So now, Mahishasura was just drunk with power, right? He had gotten this wish, he had prayed to Lord Brahma, he had gotten this wish, and nobody could defeat him. So he started using that power, right? So he attacked Trilok, but because of Brahma's protection, nobody could defeat him. So the situation was getting out of control, and the gods realized that they have to do something, because otherwise he was kind of, his brutality was getting completely out of control. So in the vardhan that Lord Brahma had given to Mahishasura, he said कि हाँ, तुम्हारा वध जो है, it won't be from a devgan, कोई मानव भी नहीं कर सकता, कोई जानवर भी नहीं कर सकता, लेकिन एक catch थी उसमें, मतलब they had not specified that Mahishasura could be actually killed by a woman, okay? So now the gods had to, there was this loophole in the vardhan. So they started to think, and they said, okay, we have to make use of this loophole to defeat him. So you have all the three main gods, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. They came together and they created Durga. They combined all their powers together to give birth to Durga. And so you have goddess Durga who fought Mahishasura over a period of 9 days, the Navaratri. Mahishasura, not only was he half buffalo and half asura, but he was also, he was a shapeshifter. So he could change his shape to keep tricking. And that's how he was basically able to win all these battles. And he kept doing the same thing with Durga Mata also. He was a man, he was an elephant, he was a lion. And so he kept tricking her and misleading her. And then finally he, of course, transformed back into a buffalo, and Goddess Durga then stabbed him with the trident. And that was the end of him. She, she defeated him, killed him on the day of Mahalaya. And the world was finally free from his torture. And so we worship Goddess Durga as Mahishasura Mardini during Navratri. So ये जो महिषासुर मर्दिनी स्तोत्र होता है, इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा शक्ति होती है, बहुत ज़्यादा पावर होता है. और ये माना जाता है कि अगर आपकी ज़िंदगी में कोई भी मुश्किल हो, कोई भी नेगेटिविटी हो, कोई भी अज्ञात भय हो, any unknown fears, इन सब से हम छुटकारा पा सकते हैं अगर हम इस स्तोत्र को सुने. अगर हम इस स्तोत्र का जप करें तो ऑब्वियसली और भी लाभ और भी फायदे हो सकते हैं. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us witness Rishika perform this most wonderful, this most magical, this most powerful composition, Aigiri Nandini, Mahishasura Mardini Stotra, which is in Ragam Punnaga Virali, set to Chatushra Ekatalam. Ladies and gentlemen, Mahishasura Mardini Stotra.
Ranu Ranu Shankarana Shana नाडित नाट्य सुगानरते जय जय गे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय गे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि सुमन 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 सुमनोगरकान्तियुते श्रुतरजनी रजनी 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 करवक्त्रवृते सुनयन विभ्रम 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 विभ्रमराधिपदे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अविरलकण्डकलन्मदमेदुरमातमदन् गजराजपते त्रिभुवनभूषणभूतकलानिधि रूपपयोनिधि राजसुते अयि सुरसिज्जनलालसमालसमोगनमन्मथराजसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते कमलकलामलकोमलकान्तिकलाकलितामलबाललते सकलविलासकलानिलयक्रमकेलि कलत्कलहंसकुले अलिकुलसङ्कुलकुवलयमण्डलमौलिनिलत्पकुलालिकुले जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
Wow, wasn't that just magical? Let's give it up again for Rishika, that beautiful Mahishasura-mardini stotram. Our next item is a fan favorite, it's a personal favorite of mine, a beautiful Ram Bhajan, Thumaka Chalata Ramachandra, written by Goswami Tulsidas. ये स्वामी तुलसीदास की बहुत ही प्रसिद्ध रचना है और स्वामी तुलसीदास जी जो हैं वो 16वीं शताब्दी के प्रमुख श्री राम भक्त थे जिन्होंने श्री हनुमान चालीसा और रामचरितमानस की भी रचना की है। और इसमें जो है कवि ने प्रभु श्री राम की जो बाल अवस्था, जो बेबी के रूप में उन्होंने अभी अभी मतलब चलना सीखा है और उसी का वर्णन जो है कवि बहुत ही खूबसूरत तरीके से तुलसीदास जी कर रहे हैं। ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैंजनिया किलकी किलकी उठत धाय गिरत भूमि लटपटाय धाय मात गोद लेत दशरथ की रनिया। So as you know, Thumaka Chalat Ramachandra, it's a very, very popular, a very beautiful soul-stirring composition of the very famous Hindi poet Goswami Tulsidas. He composed this in the 16th century. And really here it is not Lord Sri Ram as a big warrior. It is not him as a king, but it is him as a small toddler, as maybe a 1 or a 2-year-old who is just learning to walk. And so he describes Lord Rama in such beguiling terms. So he imagines him as this little child, his anklets are ringing, he's tottering unsteadily because he's just learning to walk. And as he falls, his mother, Kaushalya, takes him in her lap. And you have this really adorable picture that is painted by the poet, and Rishika is going to paint it for all of us and bring little Rama to life for us today. The last verse actually is very significant. तुलसीदास अति आनंद देख के मुखारविंद रघुबर छवि के समान रघुवर छवि बनिया. सो कवि ने जिस खूबसूरती से श्री राम जी का वर्णन किया है यहाँ पर कि संसार में मतलब किसी भी वस्तु के साथ उनकी तुलना नहीं की जा सकती. So he tries to give a simile for Lord Rama's beauty, for little Lord Rama's beauty, but he can't find an equivalent. So he can only compare Lord Rama to Lord Rama himself. So the bhajan is just so full of affection, it's so full of vatsalya. And you're going to see Rishika portray these very, very finer sentiments, the beauty of Bhagwan Sri Ram as a young child, as a toddler. So let's sit back, let's enjoy this wonderful bhajan. Ladies and gentlemen, our vocalist for this piece is going to be our flutist. So she's a vocalist, she's a flutist, Srimati Rasika Shekhar. She'll be presenting Tumaka Chalata Ramachandra in Rag Mishra Jai Jaivanti, set to Dadra. After that most wonderful bhajan, I would now like to call Rishika's friends, Bethia and Vicky, to come up and say a few words. You guys here? Okay.
Hello everyone. First off, I'd like to say this by saying, wow. I'm very proud to be friends with someone so talented. Well, let me say, my girl can give you a bunch of pictures and she would turn out so amazing, and next day she can not even have a bad hair day. I asked myself, wow, how? But my main point right now is, what is a best friend? Normally, a normal answer would come out as someone who's really close to you. But the relationship me and Rishika have, I think it's someone you call home, a safe place, a hand that you can count on when no one else is willing to give you theirs. So, thank you, Rishika, for being the sister and the friend I can count on, especially when it comes to a bad hair day.
Okay, so hi, my name is Bethia. Although it may surprise you, I've only known Rishika for a few months. I met her this year in school, and what first piqued my interest was that we had the exact same backpack. Sadly, on the first day of school, as I raised my eyes from the identical backpack to her mean-looking face, I lost the motivation to go and start a conversation. I've told her this many times over the course of our friendship, and Rishika always laughs it off and points out how she doesn't look mean at all, whatsoever. I then continued to point out how on the first days of school, unlike most of the population of the freshman class, she had printed her map and schedule out, continuing to make me question whether or not I should approach her. First days of school aside, now I'll talk about all of Rishika's amazing qualities, in contrast to the quote-unquote map part she asked me not to include in this speech. I can't convey how amazing Rishika is for being able to juggle everything she's been doing this year. On top of taking honors classes and participating in numerous clubs, she's been able to provide an incredible and breathtaking performance. I can't describe how honored I feel to be able to partake in this event, to read a speech on such an important day for one of my favorite people that I've met this year. I haven't known Rishika for a very long time, but I know that she's worked very hard for today. I would know, I promise. I constantly hear of how sore she is from all her rigorous practices, and even about how she just woke up after sleeping at 4 a.m. and going to practice at 8 a.m., taking another nap upon her return from practice, thus excusing why she couldn't respond to my text as I rung the doorbell to her house to come and take this gorgeous lehenga from her closet. Rishika is so incredibly fun to be around. She is one of my closest friends, and I'm so glad to have met her this year. Rishika, all of your hard work has paid off, and you've displayed a stunning performance. I'm very proud to call Rishika my friend, and I know that we'll be friends for a long time to come.
Thank you so much, ladies. I would now like to call up to the podium Chandrasekhar ji, Chandrasekhar bhai, family friend of Shiva and Rupali ji. Please come up.
That was I think I've never been surprised ever in my life. There were people asking me, are you going to speak something? And I said, no. But then I heard my name, very unique name, so I thought there is no other Chandrasekhar in the crowd, so maybe it's me. So I really don't know what Rupali is expecting out of me. But let me say something that I have known Shiva when he wasn't married. Then we got Rupali. Then there was an addition of one more child to the population of the world. which was coming all the way from Pathankot, from Punjab. So it was good to see Punjabi's population growing. But jokes aside, then we have seen Rishika right from the day when she was born until today. You go to her home, all she does is gymnastic all the time. I mean, I have yet to discover any bones in her body. Like she will just go and I will say, yeah, you will break this. No, it's okay. Very quiet. She doesn't, I don't know how her friends are saying that she talks at school. I have not seen her talking much, but I've seen her growing through all her qualities and being even a silent person, but she can portray that how mature she is. And this dance performance honestly wasn't very surprised to me. I knew that she will do great. And Mahishasur Mardini, she did like long time ago in front of Didi and she has improvised a lot. And I think thanks to her teacher who has trained and orchestra, it's a great thing that we have flutist as well as vocal who sang such a nice Tumaka Chalat Ramchandra. But at the same time, she rightly said, I think, the MC, that Rishika has been very successful in painting that picture, what Tulsidas might have in his mind. Just showing how Chandan and everything was, so it was great performance. Rupali, you want me to say anything else? I think this was such a surprise. I can't go beyond that. Just in India, we call it extempore, which means you just call the person and say, hey, say something. So I'm sorry if I did not portray a good picture, just like Rishika, but thanks a lot for inviting and surprising me. Thank you.
It was a great extempore speech, by the way, Chandrasekhar. I would now like to call Rishika's friends, Yashvi, Anshi, and Miranda. So if you're here, come up, ladies.
Hi, I'm Miranda. Rishika is a good friend of mine that I hope to make more memories with in the future. She has always been so sweet and she was always up to gossip in our old group chat. Whether it was giving advice or cracking jokes, I will never forget our memories on the elite group. I'm so proud of Rishika for all that she has accomplished and I wish her the best.
Hi, good evening guys. My name is Yashvi and I've known Rishika since I was 7 and she was 6. We met through summer camp and we have become close through that. I remember one of our favorite activities were catching butterflies together. After camp, we didn't talk about for 6 years, I'll say. Later on, we met through social media again, and ever since then, we became so close. We would talk every single day, 24/7, ever since we met each other again. She's been a really good friend for the past couple of years in my life, and she's helped me through a lot. And we made so many great memories together. So congratulations, Rishika. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of how far you came. You're truly talented and amazing. Also, I miss you, and you need to come visit me more at SN.
Thank you so much, ladies. I would now like to call, again, Rishika's very special friends, Rishi, Utsav, and Sanjana. So if you're here, please come up.
Hi guys, I'm Utsav. I've known Rishika for about 3 years now, and I got introduced to her from one of our mutual friends, Esther. We both had the same English teacher, Miss Padalano. Rishika had like Rishika had an oily hair face all in middle school, and she had many faces, honestly. There was like a choker face, dog filter face, cringe TikTok face, good morning streaks face, and there were many more. It's kind of sad that I've witnessed all these, but it's fine. We started to get closer in 7th grade through a group of 3, me, Rishika, and Esther. We've made so many memories in these past years, and I'm grateful to have Rishika as my friend, and I'm really proud of her and her Bharatanatyam journey along the years, and I hope she continues doing what she loves.
Hello and good evening, esteemed guests, family, and friends of Rishika. My name is Rishi, and I'm one of Rishika's close friends from school and other extracurricular activities. We got along very quickly as we had a lot in common, which made our friendship stronger. As one of Rishika's friends, I've seen how much work she has put in to make sure that today is perfect. With all the hours of practice, canceling plans, and getting yelled at by her dance teacher, she was able to get everything down perfectly and made it clear that it's all worth it in the end. Congratulations, Rishika. I'm so proud of you, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sanjana, and I've been good friends with Rishika since 1st grade. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me today to your Arangetram. I'm so proud of you and all the hard work you have put in for all these dances. Watching you makes me smile, and the fact that you keep dancing nonstop is crazy. It sucks that you moved 40 minutes away from me and that we now go to different high schools. However, going to school with you for the past 8 years has been so much fun, and we've made so many memories together. 3rd grade has to be one of my favorite years with you, especially because we got in trouble for dumbest things like that hair chalk comb with Miss Reef and constantly talking in the devil's class, aka Miss Pontorier. Even though you rarely pick up my calls and have me on deliver 24/7, talking to you is the best, and you know how to make me laugh. I'm so glad that even though we don't see each other as often anymore, anytime we do meet up, it's like the last conversation never ended. Once again, I just want to say I'm glad we became friends. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you so much, Rishi, Utsav, and Sanjana. Rishika will continue this evening's recital with a beautiful padam on Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is also known as Nataraja, the god of dance. And his dance has a special name. It's called Tandavam. Shiva's Tandav is described as a very vigorous dance that is the source of the cycle of creation, preservation, and dissolution. ये जो तांडव शब्द है ये बना है तंडुल से, जिसका मतलब है उछलना, to jump. So इस तांडव नृत्य में जो है बहुत ही एक ऊर्जा होती है, एक एनर्जी होती है, शक्ति होता है, बल, और ये जो दिमाग और मन को शक्तिशाली बना सके, ये है तांडव. तो ये तांडव की विशेषता है. And there are 7 types of tandavam which Lord Shiva performs on different occasions. So you have tandav like Rudra Tandav, which kind of brings out his violent nature. First as a creator, then as a destroyer of the universe. You have him doing the Ananda Tandav, which describes him in enjoyment and happiness. The padam that Rishika will be performing today is a composition by Maharaja Swati Tirnal. It's in Hindi. Shankar Shrigiri Nath Prabhu ke Nritya Virajita Chitra Sabha mein. So Shankar, Bhagwan Shankar, who is the Lord of the mountains, he is dancing in all of his splendor and all of his glory at Chitra Sabha, which is one of the Pancha Sabhas, the 5 dancing halls of Lord Nataraja. It's a very special dancing hall because in this Sabha, in this hall, you will find only murals, only chitra or paintings. And that's something very rare because usually एक South Indian temple में जो होता है मूर्ति होती है, लेकिन ये बहुत ही एक विशेष समाचार है इस चित्र सभा के बारे में because it's all paintings and murals. And devotees basically here are worshipping Lord Nataraja as a painting. And you're going to see Rishika describing the brilliance, the tejas, the pratibha of Lord Shiva in so many different forms. Bhasma Trinetra, Gale Rundamala, Bhutana ke sang nachata bhringi. So you have Lord Shiva who has smeared his body with the holy ash. He has the Rudraksh, the garland of sacred beads adorning his neck. He has 3 eyes and he is dancing splendidly along with all of the Bhutagan, all of the elements of nature. And in the final stanza, you will see Rishika describing his dance even more beautifully, even more intricately. Ghanana ghanana ghana ghunguru baje, deva muni sab gagana viraje. So with those dancing bells on his feet, he is dancing with so much of rhythm, with so much of energy, with so much of vibrance and vitality. And all of the Devagan, all of the celestials, the demigods, the pious sages are witnessing this absolutely glorious and divine dance form from the sky. The Tandavam of Shiva, of course, it's a very beautiful dance to witness, but there's something much more deeper, there's something much more symbolic to this dance. It symbolizes the interplay of divine energy, both dynamic and static. And it is really the essence of creation. It is the essence of our universe, of our existence. And it is actually said to symbolize the 5 divine acts of which are known as Panchakrityas. So whether it's creation or Srishti, sustenance, Sthiti, dissolution, which is Samhar, concealment, Tirobhava, or liberation, which is Anugraha. This entire circle is symbolized, is embodied in this Tandav. And you can see that whole circle of fire, which is the circle of life symbolically, which is represented in the Tandav Nritya. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be enthralled by Shiva Tandav, Shankara Shrigiri in Ragam Hamsanandi, set to Adital. Okay, that was magical. Let's hear it for Rishika and for our wonderful orchestra, Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan, and all of the other members of this beautiful, amazing orchestra. And with that, it gives me great pleasure to call Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan to give her speech. She would like to say a few words. We have seen such a beautiful performance today from Rishika. This is all due to the efforts of Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan. So ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome her to the podium with a huge round of applause.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here tonight. It is an important day for Rishika. With your blessing and her hard work, she could perform well tonight. She couldn't have done it without her parents, Shiva and Rupali. I appreciate the support and encouragement given by them. Now I like to thank Deepak, Vasu, Rishika and Srinath for their wonderful music tonight. Also, I like to thank Geeta for being the best MC tonight. Now I like to present this memento to Rishika.
Ladies and gentlemen, all good things have to come to an end. So we're approaching the conclusion of this evening's program. One of the final items, the concluding pieces of a Bharatanatyam Margam is the Tillana. This is considered to be one of the final pieces of the dance repertoire. As you can see, and we've had an ample display of this today, dancing is really the poetry of the foot, right? It's beautiful footwork. And you're going to see more of this poetry in motion as Rishika demonstrates some exemplary skills in terms of rhythm, in terms of timing, synchronization in order to perform this item. The Tillana today will be in Rag Mishra Shivaranjani, set to Adi Talam. ये एक अंतिम अंश है एक भरतनाट्यम मार्गम का, एक बहुत ही आकर्षित, एक बहुत ही फास्ट पेस्ड एनर्जेटिक आइटम है. अभिनय तो इसमें थोड़ा कम ही होता है. जो हमें ज़्यादा देखने को मिलेगा वो होगा नृत्य, pure dance form, again with a lot of intricate footwork, a lot of jati patterns, a lot of beautiful hand movements. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's witness the Tillana.
Takadim tadim tajanudim tom trudim. Takadim tadim tajanudim tom trudim. Dirana tadirana 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 tam janutadim tom janudadim tam janutadim janudadim janutadim. Takadim tadim tajanudim tom trudim. Dirana tadirana 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 tam janutadim tom janudadim tam janudadim janudadim janudadim. Takadim tadim tajanudim tom trudim. Dirana tadirana
takatom tom tom takadim dim takadim tadim tajanudim tom மானை தேடி வந்து தேனை கூற வள்ளி மானை மணந்த மயில் வாகனா மானை தேடி வந்து தேனை கூற வள்ளி மானை மணந்த மயில் வாகனா ஏனோ இதை எண்ணி நாடும் ஏங்கி வாட ஏனோ இன்னும் என் மேல் இருந்த வராமுகம் நானோ இதை எண்ணி நாடும் ஏங்கி வாட ஏனோ இன்னும் என் மேல் இருந்த Gari sada bagari sari ga bada sa saya janu da sagaram gari paga da ba ga ba ga da sa ga sa pa da sa da sa sa ga ba da sa ga ba ga da sa ga sa pa da sa da sa sa ga ba da sa ga ba da sa ga ga ri sa da ba ga ba ri ga ba da sa ri sa da ba ga ri ga sa ri ga ba da sa da ba ga ri sa ga ga ri ta nu ri om ri di ra na da ga ti ta ri ta janu ri om ri di ra na da ta ga ri ta janu ri om ri om ri om ri
Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me immense pleasure and it is my greatest privilege tonight to introduce the members of this evening's orchestra. It has been an absolutely soul-stirring, uplifting performance. Let's hear it. Let's give a huge round of applause for our fantastic orchestra tonight. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. As you all know, the Guru is the most important person in an artist's life, and Rishika is truly blessed to have such a wonderful, such a fantastic Guru as Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan. The good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, but Selviji is just something else. She's a great teacher. She inspires you. She is absolutely the best. And I have had the great, immense good fortune of knowing her for so many years now. And let me tell you, she is just the most fantastic, kind, wonderful human being. मेरे पास मतलब अल्फाज ही नहीं है उनकी तारीफ करने के लिए. Nothing can do her justice. No words can do her justice. Such a fantastic lady. Srimati Selvi Chandranathan is a renowned Bharatanatyam teacher. She has been teaching Bharatanatyam for over 35 years. She has earned the title of Bharatakala Bhushani. Is the founder and director of Bharatakala Nritya Kshetra, which is a school that is devoted to the extensive training in the Kala Kshetra style of Bharatanatyam. Selvi ji studied fine arts at the University of Sri Lanka. She had her advanced training in Bharatanatyam from the great dance maestro Padma Shri Adayar Lakshman of Kala Kshetra. And Selvi ji is committed to actively training a group of very dedicated students in New Jersey. And as we saw tonight with Rishika, her instruction emphasizes the value of a very immaculate and pure dance form. and so her exclusive dance compositions bring her very wide commendation. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's hear it for Guru Srimati Selvi Chandranathan. On the vocals tonight, we have Shri Deepak Soundarajan. Shri Deepak Soundarajan started learning Carnatic music from Sangeeta Kalanidhi Dr. S. Ramanathan. He also later took advanced lessons from Srimati Paini Vijayalakshmi. Deepak has learned Hindustani music from Pandit Rabindra Prabhakar Roy in India and Srimati Swagata Chakraborty in New Jersey. Deepak has performed in several concerts during the Chennai music season, and he has been a featured NRI performer at Tamil Nadu Doordarshan's Podigai TV. Along with pure classical music, Deepak likes to sing bhajans, folk, and semi-classical songs, and he is very keen in encouraging the younger generation to become passionate classical musicians. He teaches both Carnatic and Hindustani vocal. He also periodically performs at the Hindu Temple in Staten Island, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Deepak Soundarajan. Friends, we've been enthralled by some wonderful, magical percussion. We've seen his fingers just weave absolute magic. On the mridangam tonight, we have Shri Vasudevan Rajalingam. Shri Vasudevan is the son of renowned vocalist Sangeeta Bhushanam T. Rajalingam. He hails from a family with 3 generations of musicians. Early exposure to the classical arts allowed him to complete his training in mridangam. Pursuing his career as a mechanical engineer, he moved to Canada. He opened up his own company called Speedy Design. Shri Vasudevan dedicated his life to enriching the art of mridangam along with many other percussion instruments such as the kanjira, the ghatam, the morsing, the tawil, and he founded his academy Mridanga Shreshtham. His disciples have successfully completed 96 solo debuts in Canada. Shri Vasudevan has been teaching for 30 years. His academy has grown into one of the largest percussion academies in Canada, and he runs a summer mentorship program called Gurukulam, which follows the traditional Indian residential schooling system to instill traditional values and morals while also building self-confidence in each of his students. Ladies and gentlemen, Mridangist Vasudevan Rajalingam. On the flute tonight, we have Srimati Rishika Shekhar. We also, of course, got to hear her on the vocals as well. Srimati Rishika Shekhar is an award-winning flautist, a vocalist, and a composer. Rasika's music is an amalgam of decades of learning in Carnatic and Hindustani tradition of music. She has trained in Carnatic flute under eminent gurus Dr. Bhavani Rao and Sri Shashank Subramaniam. She has also learned Carnatic vocals from her grandmother, Srimati Gauri Ramakrishnan, Srimati Suguna Purushottaman, and Dr. Pantula Rama. Rasika has additionally trained in Hindustani vocals from Pandit Shrikant Vaikar from Mumbai and has also studied Latin jazz saxophone in Spain, applying both Western music and jazz theory and technique on her bamboo flute. We heard her beautiful, distinctive sound as a flautist. She's also obviously a very, very talented vocalist. That has led her to perform with many, many renowned artists from across the globe, including the legendary John McLaughlin, Ustad Ghulam Ali Khan, Shankar Mahadevan, Shankar Ehsan Loy, Guitar Prasanna, and she has been featured in acclaimed shows such as Kaun Banega Crorepati, MTV Coke Studios, and Saregamapa. Rasika has been featured as a playback singer in Bollywood films such as Two States, Kill Dil, Katti Batti, and more. As a recording artist, she has been featured in many works by A.R. Rahman, by Amit Trivedi, Salim Suleiman, and was recently part of a Grammy-winning album by Ricky Cage called Divine Tides. Srimati Rasika is born in Dubai, raised in New Jersey, and she has a global footprint that is evident in her sound. A listener with 1 year in New York City and the other in India, she equally enjoys the intonations of jazz and blues, phrases layered with the playful styles of Sufi, the ancient colors of Hindustani and Carnatic music, and the pure-heartedness of a ghazal, all wrapped up into a single package. Srimati Rasika holds a degree in chemical engineering and a graduate degree in contemporary performance and production from the Berklee College of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Srimati Rasika Shekhar. And on the violin tonight, we have Srinath Perangur. Srinath Kidambi Perangur has been fortunate to perform in India and across the US alongside Vidwans such as T.S. Krishnamurti, Srimati Padma Shankar, Srimati Nagavalli Nagaraj, Srimati Savitri Ramanand, and his own guru, Sri Vitthal Ramamurthy. He is currently undergoing advanced training under Guru Sri Lalgudi G.J.R. Krishnan. He also learns vocal music from Guru Sri Vishal Sapuram. Srinath is also an aspiring scholar and translator of Carnatic music. He is a published poet. He has earned prizes, publications, and grants for his work, which includes an ethnographic study of bhava in Carnatic music and performative translation of verses from the Ras Leela section of Bhagavad Purana. He is currently working on a volume of English translations of Tyagaraja's Sanskrit compositions, and in the fall he will be a senior at Brown University, where he's pursuing a double major in chemical engineering and Sanskrit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have known Srinath since from when he was like 4 or 5 years old. His mother is a very, very close friend of mine. Let me tell you, Srinath is such, obviously he's a musical genius, we know that. But he is such a sweet, sweet person. He's a wonderful person, most lovable. Really adore you, Srinath, and so proud of what you've accomplished, and so proud of the way that you performed today. So, very, very happy to see you. Rupali and Shivaji would now like to call our photographer for today's event. Please do come on stage. Of course, a good performance would never be possible without a fantastic audio system. So let's give it up for Mr. Joseph and Angel Melodies. Also, we've had some very, very beautiful lighting today on display. So can we please have our lighting artist on stage? Shri Anil ji, please.
अब उनकी बारी जिन्होंने हमारे स्टेज को इतने अच्छे से संभाला। गीता जी के बिना ये स्टेज पता नहीं कैसे कौन संभालता। गीता जी।
Ladies and gentlemen, you saw how beautiful, how absolutely enthralling, captivating Rishika looked tonight. Our makeup artist for today, Srimati Padmashri Ashish. Rishika will conclude this evening's performance with a prayer, a Mangalam, a Bhumi Mangalam, a composition of the renowned world-famous artist Pandit Ravi Shankar and George Harrison. This is a prayer for peace everywhere. May there be tranquility and peace on earth, on water, in fire, in the wind, in the sky, in the sun, on the moon, on our planet, in all living beings, in the body, in the mind, and in spirit. May that tranquility be there in everyone and everywhere all the time. Om Shanti. Bhumi Mangalam. Don't go anywhere. Please remain seated. We still have to hear from our VIP of today, Rishika Patnam. Rishika, come up here.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming and staying through the whole performance. It means a lot to me to have all of you here today. Even if you couldn't make it here and are watching the live stream, it still means a lot to me. I also want to say thank you to Sylvianti for all her hard work during this time. She's always been so hardworking and has always pushed me to be the best dancer I possibly can. Through her lectures and random stories she would always tell us in the middle of class, she's always been there for me, and I can't thank her enough for it. Thank you to the musicians as well, as they were always willing to come out of their way to spend extra time to help me. I can't imagine having my Arangetram without them. And Padmashri Auntie, thank you so much for helping backstage, whether it's helping with dresses, makeup, or just helping me calm down with her jokes. I'm so thankful to have her today, and even more thankful for the bond we formed. And thank you so much to my biggest supporters, especially during this time of my life. They've worked so hard, and by There, I mostly mean my mom, but my dad too. And my little sister, who can be a real pain in the back sometimes. I still love her though. I've seen firsthand how hard everyone's been working to put my Arangetram together, and I'm grateful to have their support, and that I had the opportunity to show the year's worth of dedication I have towards Bharatanatyam today. Once again, thank you for coming to my Arangetram. I really appreciate it greatly, and I hope all of you have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishika. I know Shiva and Rupali ji wanted to come and say a few words to all of you.
Thanks everyone for coming. I know we have a lot of well-wishers, uncle, aunties, and friends, family members. So highly accomplished, intellectuals, executives are in this, doctors, very highly qualified people are in the audience. Appreciate taking your time and coming over to bless Rishika. We are very fortunate to have your presence. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
आप सबका ऋषिका की खुशी में सम्मिलित होने के लिए दिल की गहराइयों से बहुत बहुत आभार। आपके आए बिना ये अरंगेत्रम पूरा नहीं हो सकता था और ऋषिका की इतने सालों की तपस्या जिसको ऋषिका ने आज पूरा का पूरा स्टेज पे उतार दिया सो आप सबको बहुत बहुत थैंक यू यहाँ आने के लिए। और मेरे मम्मी पापा इंडिया से आए हैं ऋषिका के अरंगेत्रम के लिए, उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरे चाची ऑल द वे जम्मू से यहाँ आई हैं, उनका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरी बुआ, फूफा जी, मामा जी, मामी जी, उनके बेटा, बहू, बहुत सारे लोग और हमारे बहुत सारी एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं उनको हम फैमिली मेम्बर्स ही मानते हैं, वो मेरे सपोर्ट बन के खड़े रहे पूरा टाइम। उन्होंने बोला मुझे एक कॉल करो हम लोग आ जाएंगे, तो मेरी सपोर्ट के लिए सबको बहुत बहुत थैंक यू।
Ladies and gentlemen, the Putnam family invites you all to join them for dinner in the cafeteria. So please proceed for dinner.
थैंक यू सर। अभी हम लोग का भी एक प्रोग्राम आने वाला है करने का, हम लोग सेप्टेम्बर 3rd की जो है लेबर डे वाला डिफिकल्ट we'll have some party or something here. Thanks sir. நீங்க நல்லா சப்போர்ட் பண்றீங்க, எல்லாமே நல்லா புண்ணிய உங்களுக்கு நல்லா silent எல்லாமே சப்போர்ட் நீங்க what you're doing is 10 times more than what you're doing. Last time we only meet properly. चलो बात होती है आपकी आपके जो हिंदी वाले हैं। Thank you for your help. Yeah. Congratulations. We made Illame a day. Yeah, thanks for I got expect that first. Then I was just sitting and they were calling me as a light one. For that I could move. Hello. Thanks for